As part of the first executive order to myself from the Life Organization Initiative comes to my morning routine. That means every morning for 5 minutes, I know it's not long, but it's a start. For 5 minutes, I will be reading one chapter from Proverbs and praying and reading a couple verses from the note cards. So that's a start. And you got to start somewhere. You start really small and then you grow to big things. So if you decide you want to get up early in the morning, you just do 15 minutes early. And then if you want to get up earlier, a half hour earlier, but you do it in increments, that way it's not BAM! And that's the good way to form a good habit over a long period of time for something you want to do. So I'm starting small, and my goal over a period of 6 months is to extend this time to an hour. Because I figure out of 24 hours, giving an hour to God out of 24 hours, that's doable. The verse for today is, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they will not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be scorched, nor will the flame burn you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior." Translation to today, you're going through a hard time, God is with you. I think this is the first time I've gotten up this early. It just doesn't make your day go right when you're getting up 15 minutes before you have to leave, It's another day at work. I could do weeks like this. Go to a conference for 3 days, come back and work on Friday, and have a weekend off. And one of the things that we've talked about in premarital counseling, which I highly recommend, we're actually taking a class through Christ Fellowship, is really communicating and really listening to the person. And it's so funny because no matter who you are, if you're in a conversation, I catch myself doing this all the time. When you're in a conversation with someone and you're talking to them, you're already thinking of what you want to say before they're even done finishing it, which means you're not really listening to what they have to say. And Art of Manliness would call that, artofmanliness.com would call that conversational narcissism. And you're not giving that person the respect because you're not really listening to them. You care more about what you want to say, and you don't care enough to listen to what they're saying. Wow, they're really looking good. They're starting to bloom. This is my breakfast of choice this morning. Yummy! Another day, another dollar, but it's Friday, and I have the whole weekend ahead of me, and I'm excited. Tonight, I'm going to a party at church. How cool is that? The church should be throwing the biggest and the best parties, period. That's what I think. We have the most to party about, and we have the most to dance about. So, just saying. We're finally together with our matching sunglasses. Check that out. Congratulations, I'm so proud of her because she graduated. Yay. Or she's going to graduate, but she's done with all her work, so yep. That's very proud of her. Yep. So she's going to go shopping tonight for a celebration to herself.
It's with my graduation money.
Yep. So if you want to send us graduation money for her,
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Just saying that when I become pregnant, I'm not going to hold your weight. Because people say, oh, well, I'm eating for 2 people. Well, scientifically proven, that is not even proven. That doesn't make any sense. Because people say, you're not really eating for 2. Plus, eating for 2, the baby is a pea size. How are you eating for 2? Doesn't even have a stomach yet. Really? So anyways, so you cannot be eating for 2. You must keep your normal portions. You may want more food, because your hormones are going crazy. But it doesn't mean you can have more food. So there's no excuse to gaining weight when you're pregnant. Of course, I'm not pregnant right now, so I'm not sure how it'll be. You pregnant people out there, you give it to you because you're going through stuff I'm not going through yet. But I'm going through birth control, and that's how birth control. Many of you women are.
It's time for the block party at Christ Fellowship, and I'm doing the technical director position, which means I flip a switch and push buttons, and that's it. This is what Plasti Dip looks like on your car.
Yeah. I got the PA.
Wow. This is like my dream studio. I think I need to work for a church. You basically pick that kind of stuff is fine. Go ahead and play around with those shots. I'm sure you'll find more as we go. So I got back from the block party at Christ Fellowship, and it was pretty crazy. That auditorium was filled with about 1,500 to 2,000 kids, and they all came to hear the gospel of God and to have a lot of fun. So I got to be back there switching the screens back and forth as the technical director, and it was a lot of fun. I met, actually, the director is getting his degree in internet marketing, which I'm highly interested in, and I'm thinking about getting my master's in internet marketing. So it was really nice and informative to talk to him about different stuff, and it's just amazing the people you can meet at church.
Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.